Garver comes home with 1-2, swung on and missed, and a K for Garver.
Second, right fielder, number 4, Kendall Hirschbach.
Facing Garver. And this one carrying well out into left center field, and that'll be halfway up the hillside for a solo jack for Heckenleibel. Excuse me. And Colonials fall behind 1-0 on that home run from Heckenleibel.
Batting fourth, the catcher.
First home run of the season for Heckenleibel. In fact, that is swung on and missed, and a strikeout. 3-1 high and outside, 5-pitch walk. And Sacadura is aboard on a base on balls.
Number 9, Avery Winchell.
And Schill. This one bouncer back to the shortstop. Scooped by Porter. She'll step on second. Toss over to Lamont at first. So the Eastern Michigan, as this one carries out into right center field. Charging over from right field for the Colonials is Pulic. She can't make the play, and the Colonials try to toss it into the infield to make the play at second to no avail as Porter slides in safely.
Number 20, Sydney Lamont.
Ball operations for the Colonials as that one is swung on and missed, and swinging strikeout number 3 today for Jane Garver.
Second baseman, number 24.
So she's K'd 3. Single game on Sunday against Stetson as this one carries deep to center field and will carry him off of the fence where it's going to be scooped up by Matheny, but not before trotting into second base with a stand-up RBI double, Aiden Messman. And this one carrying well to right center field this time. Long run over, and the play is made by Matheny for the third out of the inning. He's batting .286 as this one straight up the middle. And another hit, the 13th of the year for Catalina Saxon, and the Colonials get their first hit of the game. Here from Peters Township. She'll lay the bunt down here, and boy, that just dies in the dirt. And a bunt single for Kutsajani. Called strike 3 and the first K of the game for Ava Schill.
Batting seventh, second baseman, number 31, Anna Resnick.
And that brings up Anna. Look in, Schill will come home with it. This one bounced back to second base. Tag applied, spinning and toss over to first base, and another double play to end an inning for the Green Bay Phoenix. And the 1-2 is fouled off and out into left field. So instead of grounding out to third, and the 1-1. High and outside. Runner goes, toss to second. At the dish, the count 2-1 to her as this one is knocked out to left field, gloved easily by Hopf and tossed back into the infield. And 2 are away.
Catcher Sam Salone.
As Garver comes home. And this one out into left field as well. Takes one hop into the glove of Hop. Toss into the infield, and circling third and coming home is Kendall Hirschbach for an inning. With Kutsajani making the play, and this time she's hit by a pitch. So Hansen aboard for Green Bay this season. This one is into center field, charging forward. Matheny nearly collides with double plays. So that one, first pitch, nice bunt laid down by Messman. Toss over to first, and the speedy Destash is able to get over to second, has to slide her way back as the Colonials check. And the 1-1. And this one out to left center field. Long run over for Matheny, but she'll make the play. Toss back into the infield. And a near opportunity for Garver comes home. And this one blooped out into center field and will take a bounce into the glove of Matheny. So an RBI single for Bella Herman brings home Destash the pitch. And with 2 away, she comes home with the 0-1. Pitch outside, stolen base attempt, throw in time, and the tag is applied. Good throw there by Sackett. I'm going to say it's a fair ball and a single to lead things off for the Colonials. Meadow Sacadura. And Schill's pitch roped all the way out towards the warning track. That'll fall in for a double. Rounding third, coming home, and trotting across the home plate is Meadow Sacadura. on the RBI double by Aiken. Pitch to Saxon, gets away from the catcher Salone, and easily over to third goes Avery. Shields pitch out into center field. 1 run will come home on the single up the middle for Elena Kutsijani. The RBI for her. This one a dribbler, scooped up by the pitcher. Green tossed over to first. The out is made, but the runners advance. Called strike 3. And the first strikeout for with a K. This one, dribbler back to the shortstop. Porter scoops, throws over to Lamont with a third out of the inning, but the Colonials were able to manage. 15th appearance, 13th start as she swings and misses. And for Garver, that is K number zone. First pitch carrying well to center field, and that one's on the hillside for the second home run today for the Green Bay Phoenix, and the second of the day for Haley Heckenleibel. Heckenleibel, 2 solo jacks. And Green Bay gets one of the 2 runs they let up in the bottom of the 4th back here in the. This one pounded to right center field and will carry over the fence for back-to-back jacks for Green Bay. Salone with that home run stretches the Green Bay lead back to 3 runs. Excuse me, back to 4 Bay, each with solo home runs, as this one will carry him off of the glove of the shortstop Grover out into center field, and that will allow Hansen to move from first to third. And swung on and missed. Runner goes, pitch high, and a double steal, and both runners advance with the run score. This one will carry all the way out to right field, where Pulich will get underneath it, and will the runner advance? No, tag is applied, good throw, and an athletic tag by Kutsijani. Caught it. So here we are in the bottom of the 5th. This is the dribbler by Jess Matheny over to the shortstop, and Matheny will leg it out as there was a bit of a bobble there. But one. This one out into center field. Green Bay Phoenix. And this one back up the middle. First pitch to Black. She saw it well. 1 run comes in. Black will advance to second on the throw. And the Colonials have runners at second and third as Matheny comes home. This one will carry out into right field. Hirschbach makes the play. Tagging from third. The play is made. Good throw as Hirschbach brings it home to Salone. 2-2 with 2 away. This one dribbling over to the first baseman, where it's gloved by Baker. She'll step on first, and that'll do it. And 1-2. Called strike 3. And Kelly Green with her second K of the game. Along her eyebrow line as that one is swung on and missed. And Jamie Hardy. 2. This one out into right field. Hops in front of the glove of Hirschbach, will roll all the way to the warning track and to the fence. And Matheny is on her horse around second and into third. Hop at the top of the order. This one to first base, where it's bobbled around a couple of times by Baker, but she's finally able to barehand it and step on the 1-1. This one out into right field, retreating back and to her left. Diving and not able to make the play is Hirschbach. Rounding second is Logan Black, and she will step into third with a 2-out triple for the Colonials. RMU down by 3 as this one will carry it to the fence. RBI double for Avery Winchell, and the Colonials have clawed their way back to within 2, manufacturing a couple. She homered twice as she strikes out looking there. And 1, 2, 3 go the Phoenix in the top of. Pitch down low and a 5-pitch walk. Sakadura is aboard. And a couple of RBI to go along with a run scored in the first game of today's doubleheader. She knocks that one up the middle for a single, advancing Sakadura to second. And this one will carry out into left field, rolling all the way towards the warning track. 1 run will come home. And a stand-up RBI double for Elena Kutsojani. Driving home Meadow Sacador, Avery Winchell over to third in the Colonial. And this one up the middle. 1 run will come home. Kutsojani stays at third. RBI single for Saxon and the Colonials with 2-1. And this one out to center field. Run over for Herman. She'll make the play. Tagging and scoring from third, Elena Kutsojani. Overcast skies have starting to thicken here a bit in the West Hills of Pittsburgh. As this one a roller over towards short. Porter has to dive. And this one will carry over the glove of the second baseman, lobs into right field. 1 run comes home for the Colonials. Sliding safely into second with a double is Anna Resnick. She drives in another Colonials.
Because we have an appointment with destiny.
5-0 this one will carry out into center field and another Colonials hit. This one's fouled off. Dribbler back to the shortstop and racing her way over to first. The leadoff hitter Hopf. Called strike 3. And that'll do it for the bottom of the first inning with the Colonials. That hit by Black that ended up being the toss over to shortstop. Is this one a grounder over to short after the E6, and this one will carry out into right field where Black scoops it and tosses over to second base. Nearly in time. Breaking error. They say the throwing error after some review as this toss across the diamond. Scooped up by Groverville, Louisiana. So that pitch is up high. And a full count walk. They may actually be moved to Saturday as this one is out into right field. It will drop in front of Black. 1 run will come home. It's sliding in is Porter. Stolen base. Like I said, Lob stayed put at third, but now she'll come home on the 2 RBI single by Herman. 0 for 1 at bat right now. This one out into right center field. That'll drop in front of the right fielder. Black around second, heading to third. Runner safe at second and third. As Hirsch. This one carrying out to right field. Settling underneath it is Black, and that'll do it for the top of the second inning. This one carrying well to center field. And that one will carry him off of the fence as it carries over the head of Herman all the way around second. Face first slide into third for Avery Winchell to get things started here in the second inning with a triple. Miller in the circle. Comes home with the 2-2. Kutsojani gets underneath it and lobs. Saxon hits this one out towards left field, short left at that. Fahey makes the play and will toss it in. Good throw there to Hansen. And this one bounces its way back to Salone, thrown across to Heckenleibel for the final out. Depending on how weather goes overnight and into tomorrow, as Salone drives that payoff pitch up the middle for a lead. Right-hand batter turns on this one. That's a fair ball. Destash around second to third, and Porter sliding into second with a double. This one out into left field, finds its way in between third base and the left fielder, and an RBI single for Messman driving in. And this one again out into left field will find its way in front of Hop, and another RBI single. And Green Bay has tied the game at 6-all after the Colonials. Play made by 3-2 out into center field. This one will fall in. A run will score for Green Bay. And an RBI single in the 3-2. Called strike 3. Batter, Hirschbach didn't like it, but it caught the outside. First pitch to her, roped out into center field. This one will carry all the way to the fence. Karam off of that fence. Resnick rounds first and trots into second with a stand-up double. Matheny gets underneath this one. Play made by. Now we see her in third as this one a dribbler back to first base, where it's scooped up by Heckenleibel, who trots her way over. Swing and a miss. Strikeout and one away. And headed this way as that one is roped out into center field. Long run to the warning track into the wall for Matheny. To second base with a stand-up double. Goes Hansen. And this one will carry out into right field. Karam's off of the glove of the right fielder out there, Logan Black. And coming home from second base is Hansen. This is time marches on here towards 6 p.m. as that pitch is up high. And the wild pitch will allow the base runner, second base is Porter, to advance to second on the wild pitch as this one goes sky high. And Meadow Sacador will settle underneath it. Reached on an error in the second. And she tattoos this one over that left field fence for the ninth run of the game for the Green Bay Phoenix. Sam Salone adding some insurance for the Phoenix. 0-1 on the scoreboard at least, as this one is into left field for a hit for Hansen. Since there were 2 outs in the first inning, as that one rolls through the legs of the shortstop, Porter. So this one rolls its way to second base. Toss over to first for the long ago. As this one, a dribbler makes its way past second base, and sliding home is Resnick, rounding first, and we've got a little bit of a pickle here. And out at second is Hopf. She rounded first, went way too far. Swing and a miss. And Camacho will knock this one into left field with a 2-out single. At bat, again, the count to her is 1-2 as this one is lined to first base. Karam's off of the glove of Avery Winchell into foul territory. Fahey, who is pinch running for Camacho, will return into the lineup, running in place of Camacho, who had the single, scores all the way from first. There's this one over to Winchell. She gloves it. Make sure she steps on first for 2-2. Swung on and missed. Drop strike 3 by the catcher, but you'll score that 2-3 and 2 are away.